the students, it affects their families as well. Amanda Backman takes a look at how your family can survive exam time.
No stress.
Year 12 exams are stressful. They're seen as the make or break of getting into uni or TAFE. And that makes the next few weeks critical for students sitting those exams.
I'm feeling quite a lot of pressure actually. I'm feeling a bit stressed because I don't do well with stress in exams, but what I do is I try to manage my stress, particularly when I'm studying, because once I get into an exam, I know I'm going to be fine. I just need to sort out my study, get into a routine and make sure that I know what I'm doing.
Charlotte Russell Maynard studies at the Australian Science and Mathematics School based at Flinders Uni. She's planning her exam study in 1-hour blocks. Fellow student Tom Heinrich finds it more difficult to stick to a study plan.
I've been studying a lot. I'm trying to stay with a regular rhythm. I'm trying to make studying the normal thing to do after school, because I find that if I don't study one day, then I won't study the next, and I start to fall behind.
No stress.
Some students find it very, very difficult, and you talk to students here as they're heading into their examinations. There's no doubt their stress levels are rising, their anxiety. Now, some of that's good.
Too much stress though, and Principal Jim Davies says there's a risk to students' mental health.
That's right. What's the second element?
At Norwood Morialta High, students are revising. It's important they have confidence in what they've learnt during the year and throughout the rest of their schooling. Perhaps easier said than done.
And you'll have to deal with pressure.
There are two key strategies, according to psychologist Simon Andrews from Optimistic Kids.
They need control and they need persistence. So in terms of control, they need to feel very much like they've got this next period of time under as much control as they possibly can. So if they can plan ahead and schedule their study in, then that's going to help them. If you get into that black and white success-fail thinking, it's only going to demotivate you. Really seeing that in accuracy and proportion, I got this much work done, good, I'm that much further towards finishing my study.
Tips for students. 3 1-hour study blocks are better than 1 3-hour block. Schedule study and leisure time. Keep up your hobbies and sports. Go to bed and wake up at the same time each day. And eat well and avoid junk food and caffeine. And for parents,
let your kids know that them doing their best is good enough.
Tips for parents. Pick your battles. Just let the little things go. Make sure siblings are considerate and don't put too much pressure on.
The importance of Year 12 exams is set to ease with the introduction of the new SACE. At the moment, there's about a 50-50 split on what you've achieved during the school year and your school exams. But from 2011, students who are sitting Year 12 will have about a 30% emphasis on their exam, and the other 70% will be from what they've achieved during the rest of the year.
And the best advice for students and their families? Try to keep perspective.
Year 12 isn't the be-all and end-all. There's many different ways. If you're desperate to get into a particular course, then you might not get all the marks you need this year. You can get some more marks next year, you can do adult entry later on. There are other ways to get into the course you want or the job you want.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And we wish all those students and their families the very best. Well, it's nearly time to go shopping for new swimwear, especially after today's nice weather. But for some, that task can be a special kind of torture. Now, I'm not saying that any of us have cellulite, but just in case, we've been doing the homework on how to put those dimples behind you.
The cellulite, the thighs, I don't